Okay, everybody, hello and welcome back to Let's Read. Yes, it is um, Wednesday, March the 8th, 2017, but it's 4:34 p.m. right now. This is the first video I made, but I'm here at the house by myself. So I figured this better be, out of all the ones I'm going to make, better be the first one I make, since I can't seem to get this in anymore, and before anybody else comes in. So, and stops me from making any other videos. Okay, so, the husband and wife was up in the crawl space in the basement and they'd found a dead body. And the husband's name is Jake and the wife's name is, I think it's Daisy, right? It don't mention her name in the second chapter. Okay, so the second chapter, remember at the end of the first chapter, she screamed, okay? I think she screamed. Maybe it didn't even say anything about her screaming. But she screamed because then 4 sets of feet comes clambering down the stairs from upstairs in the house. That's all their kids together. Remember it said they merged their families together? So there's 4 kids, 3 girls and a boy. And yes, I'm reading this out because I can't remember. So Emily is 14 years old and she is Daisy's daughter. Will is 12 years old, and he is also Daisy's son. Sophie is 10, and she is Jake's daughter. Grace, not Gracie now, but Grace is 8, and she is also Daisy's daughter. So Daisy has 2 girls and a boy, and Jake has 1 girl. So they all came downstairs because they heard their mom scream. And they wanted to see what was the matter and what was going on and why she screamed and what they were doing. So Will, the 12-year-old boy, which is Daisy's, it says he's the most observant and the most curious. So, he kept looking at his mom, kept looking at Jake, kept trying to look up in the crawl space and kept asking, what's wrong? Why'd you scream? What's up there? And, giving a look to them. I took it like he was looking at them. See, they were telling him something, but it's like he was looking at them and saying and thinking to himself, "Yeah, I don't believe you," So they said different stuff. They never did tell them exactly what it was because they didn't want to tell the kids they found a dead body, right? So they was saying, we're working on the frozen pipe, trying to freeze the pipe. And all the kids had something to say, and they just kept saying something. So one of the girls, and I ain't gonna remember who said what, one of the girls said, I heard you scream. And, and then the other one said, I didn't hear, or I didn't hear the hairdryer, or I don't hear the hairdryer, or something like that, when she said they was trying to unthaw the frozen pipe again, just kind of accusing them. And then the littlest girl, I think it was the littlest, was trying to climb up on the table to look more, a table that was there to look more up into the crawl space. So they just kept, telling them stuff and trying not to let them know there was a dead body up there. And so one of the girls, and I don't remember which one it was, started asking, is there, those things I don't like up there? And it was like she was all excited. She wanted to see them. She was even saying, I want to see, and calling the name off. I don't like saying them. The thing I call a devil that I don't like to see. Hope everybody will know what I'm talking about. So anyway, they said, no, there's no, and then so her face fell and like she was all disappointed. Aww, So anyway, so the girl that accused the mom, I heard you scream. And so the mom said, no, I didn't at first, real quick like. So then the little girl accused her and said, you totally did scream, So the mom said, cobwebs. Because she had said, why did you scream, And so she said, cobwebs. And then she even wiped her mouth to, pretend like it was blood, And she said, and maybe even spiders. And so that little girl happens to be scared of all insects, And so she said, eee, gross. So then, she quit saying anything about it. So, the mom took the little girl off the table and she shooed them all back because the dad, or Jake, had, well, okay, yeah, that reminds me, let me tell you this part too. it explains in there how, you know, it was telling what kid and how age and their name and who belonged to who. And but then it also said that long ago they done quit with the his and the hers. They've just emerged into one big happy Brady family, it said, you know, like the Brady Bunch. So, so anyway, Jake was up in the crawl space because she had gotten down and he got up there to take a look. And so when he seen it, he made a noise, and Will heard it, so he looked up back up there, you know, and he was accusing his mama, and he was saying, what's Jake doing, you know, because, you know, she's Will's mama and not Jake's, and I guess he don't call him Daddy, he calls him Jake, anyway. So he said, what's Jake doing, you know, just all curious like. And so she just said, we're just trying to fix the pipe. All of you go, run on back upstairs so we can get this pipe thawed out, you know. So they start going upstairs, but Will is the last one. And he keeps looking back, and he'd look at his mom, and he'd look at Jake up in the crawl space. And then finally he slowly went on upstairs after his sisters. And so I think that's all it had about the second chapter. Oh, no, it ain't. After the kids, see, I'm forgetting. After the kids went upstairs, Daisy gets a phone off the table, and she says, I'm gonna call the cops. And so Jake is still up in the crawl space, and he says, wait, stop. Well, Daisy's thinking he don't want to call the cops and tell them, and she's about to explode and fuss and argue with him. Yes, we need to do this, blah, blah, blah. But he stops her. He says, hand me the hairdryer and let me work on this pipe so there's noise going, so 4 sets of ears upstairs won't hear you talking on the phone telling somebody we found a dead body in our new old house. So that was the end of that, how that ended. Oh, well, no, actually, see, I'm trying to rush this through to the end, ain't I? Anyway, blah. It's hard to remember everything, though. I was better at this in the younger days when I was younger. So anyway, so then she asks him, after she hands him the hairdryer, she asks him, what does she need to say? What is she supposed to say? Well, her husband ends up being sarcastic with her, and he goes off on this long thing of saying, well, just tell them that we bought this old house because you wouldn't listen to your husband, since me and you both don't have any, ability to work and fix old houses up and stuff like that, and you wouldn't move to such and such with me, and just blah blah blah, all this long thing, being sarcastic about it. So that aggravated her, so she just looks at him like, and so she says, I'm just gonna ask them if they can send somebody out to the house. And that's how the chapter actually ended. So now the next chapter is chapter 3, and we shall go on to read and the rest of the story and see what happens from there. Okay? Okay. So I hope all of y'all enjoyed this. I'm turning my pages on my phone, trying to get it back to the 3rd chapter now, the beginning of it. I do not know when I will be able to read this and then make a video of it and all. It just depends. It seems like these days I am just, it's hard for me to make videos. I'm not always here by myself, and, I hope things calm down pretty soon. But, I'll do my best and read chapter 3 and get back with y'all with that part. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Okay, I am out of here until next time I'm done. I'm going to toodaloo.